Imagine, for a moment, a vast, snow-covered landscape. The air is still and cold, sharp enough to sting your lungs. Then suddenly, a sound breaks the silence. It's not a growl or a snarl, but a long, mournful howl that rises and falls almost like a song. This is the voice of a wolf. Many people, think of wolves as silent, deadly hunters, moving through the forest like ghosts. They see them as symbols of pure, untamed wildness. But this single howl is not just a call of the wild. It's a message, a question, and a story all in one. It's a wolf reaching out to its family, asking, "Where are you? Are you safe?" The answer, when it comes, is a chorus of other howls, each one unique, telling the lone wolf, "We are here. We are together." This communication is really the very beginning of understanding the secret life of a wolf pack. It reveals something far more complex than the simple image of a predator. It shows us a creature that depends on connection, on knowing its place within a group. The howl is not just about marking territory or scaring away rivals. It is the thread that stitches the pack together across great distances. It is the sound of family. When we hear it, we're not just hearing an animal. We're listening to a conversation, a check-in, a declaration of unity. It's the first clue that the world of the wolf is built not on aggression, but on a deep and powerful sense of belonging. The surprise for many is that a wolf pack is not a random assembly of aggressive individuals vying for power. It is, in its most natural state, a family. It's usually composed of a breeding pair, the alpha male and female, and their offspring from various years. The alphas are not ruthless dictators who rule by fear and violence, as old myths would have you believe. They are parents. They are leaders who guide, teach, and protect their family. Their position is earned through wisdom, experience, and the respect of their packmates. They lead the hunt, they choose the den sites, and they make the decisions that ensure the survival of everyone. Their leadership is a responsibility, not a prize won through battle. This family structure is the foundation for everything that follows. It's why loyalty is not just a behavior, but a necessity. It's why love and care are as vital to a wolf's survival as a successful hunt. The pack is a single, breathing entity made of many interconnected parts. Each wolf has a role, a purpose, and a bond with the others. From the playful antics of the youngest pups to the quiet wisdom of the oldest members, every individual contributes to the whole. To truly see a wolf, you must see it not as a solitary hunter, but as a member of a complex, loving, and deeply loyal family. This is where their true power lies. Loyalty in a wolf pack is not a choice, it is the air they breathe. It's a silent promise that is understood from birth. This bond is what allows them to achieve things no single wolf ever could. A pack can hunt prey much larger than itself, like a moose or a bison. An impossible task for a lone animal. This success is not just about strength in numbers. It's about perfect coordination, trust, and a shared understanding that comes from years of living together. Each wolf knows its role in the hunt without a single command being spoken. They move as one, a fluid and intelligent unit relying on each other's strengths to secure a meal that will feed the entire family. This deep-seated loyalty is visible in almost every aspect of their daily lives. When the pack is on the move, they travel in a single file line, often stepping in the tracks of the wolf in front of them to conserve energy in deep snow. The alpha pair usually leads, breaking the trail and setting the pace for the others. This simple act is a demonstration of leadership and care. The stronger wolves help the weaker ones. This is not a competition for survival of the fittest within the pack. It's a collective effort to ensure the survival of the group. Each wolf trusts that the one in front of them is leading them towards safety and sustenance, and they in turn provide a path for the one behind. The loyalty extends beyond the hunt and the trail. It's a constant, quiet presence. Wolves will risk their own lives to defend their packmates from threats, whether from a rival pack or a larger predator like a bear. An injured wolf is not left behind to fend for itself. Instead, the pack will rally around it, bringing it food and protecting it until it recovers. This behavior goes against the cold, hard logic of pure survival. It shows a capacity for something much deeper: empathy. They understand that the pack is only as strong as its members, and that caring for an individual is an investment in the future of the whole family. This unbreakable bond is what defines them. A lone wolf is an animal at a great disadvantage, often struggling to survive. But a wolf within a pack is part of something much larger than itself. It has a support system, a family that it can rely on for food, protection, and companionship. This loyalty is not just a strategy for survival, it is the essence of their social world. It's a powerful force that binds them together, creating a community where each member is valued and protected. The strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf. This is the simple, profound truth of their existence. To understand a wolf pack, you must stop thinking of it as a gang and start seeing it as a family. The core of most packs is a bonded pair, the alpha male and alpha female, who are essentially the parents. They're often the only ones in the pack who breed, creating a clear family line. The other members are their children from previous years, teenagers and young adults who stay with the family to help raise their younger siblings. This structure creates a natural hierarchy based on age and experience, not on brutal dominance. The alphas are respected not because they are the most aggressive, but because they are the wisest and most capable leaders, the providers and protectors of the family. The daily interactions within the pack look much like those of any close-knit human family. There is play, affection, teaching, and discipline. Pups tumble and wrestle with their older siblings, learning vital social skills and testing their boundaries. The older wolves are remarkably patient, tolerating the nips and antics of the young ones. You can see moments of pure joy, like when the pack comes together after a separation, greeting each other with wagging tails, licks to the face, and soft whines of happiness. These greetings are not just simple hellos. They are rituals that reinforce the bonds between each member, reaffirming their place in the family. The alphas act as the central figures, the heart of the family. Their relationship is often a lifelong partnership built on deep affection and mutual respect. They work together seamlessly to lead the pack. The alpha female typically takes the lead in caring for the pups in the den, while the alpha male coordinates the hunts and defends their territory. However, these roles are flexible. They share the responsibilities of parenting and leadership, making decisions together for the good of the pack. Their bond is the anchor that holds the family steady, providing a stable and secure environment for their offspring to grow and learn. This family dynamic means that cooperation is valued far more than competition. While there may be occasional squabbles, just as in any family, serious infighting is rare. The pack's survival depends on everyone working together. The younger wolves learn by watching their parents and older siblings. They learn how to hunt, how to communicate, and how to navigate the complex social rules of the pack. They are not rivals for power, but apprentices learning the skills they will one day need to lead their own families. The pack is a school, a nursery, and a fortress, all built on the simple but powerful foundation of family. The birth of a new litter of pups is a time of great excitement and communal effort for the entire wolf pack. The alpha female gives birth in a den, a safe and hidden shelter, but she is not left to raise her young alone. The entire pack becomes a collective of aunts, uncles, and older siblings, all dedicated to the well-being of the newest members. When the pups are very young and unable to leave the den, the mother stays with them constantly. During this time, the other pack members take on the role of providers. They hunt and bring food back, not just for themselves, but specifically for her, ensuring she has the strength to nurse her babies. As the pups grow and begin to venture out of the den, their world expands to include the whole family. The other wolves take turns babysitting, watching over the curious and clumsy pups while the alpha pair and other hunters are away. This is a critical role, as the pups are vulnerable to predators and their own mischief. The babysitters are incredibly gentle and patient, playing with the pups, grooming them, and gently nudging them back towards safety if they stray too far. This shared responsibility ensures the pups are always protected and socialized, learning their place within the pack from a very early age. Food is a precious resource, and the way a pack shares it speaks volumes about their social structure. The pups are always the first to eat. After a successful hunt, the hunters return to the den site and regurgitate meat for the hungry little ones. This act is a fundamental demonstration of the pack's priorities. The future of the family comes first. Even the lowest-ranking members of the pack will step aside to allow the pups to eat their fill. This ensures that the next generation is strong and healthy, giving the pack the best possible chance of continuing. It's an act of pure, selfless care repeated time and time again. The education of the pups is also a group project. Through play, they learn essential skills for survival. They practice stalking, pouncing, and chasing with their siblings and other pack members. The older wolves will often feign helplessness, allowing the pups to win these play fights to build their confidence. They are taught the complex language of wolf communication, the subtle shifts in body posture, the flick of an ear, the curl of a lip, that governs their social world. The pack is a living classroom where the lessons are taught with patience, encouragement, and a deep, instinctual love. The survival of every pup is a victory for the entire family. In the world of wolves, age is not a weakness, it is a library of wisdom. Older wolves, who may no longer be in their prime as hunters, hold an invaluable position within the pack. They are the keepers of knowledge, the living maps of the territory. They remember the locations of the best hunting grounds, the safest paths to travel in winter, and the hidden springs of water during a drought. This experience is crucial for the pack's survival, especially during difficult times. The younger, stronger wolves may lead the charge, but they often look to the elders for guidance, relying on their memories to navigate the challenges of their environment. The pack's respect for its elders is shown through care and deference. An old wolf who can no longer keep up on a hunt is not abandoned. Instead, the pack provides for them. Just as they feed the pups first, the pack will ensure that the elders get a share of the kill. Other members will bring food back to the resting site for them, allowing them to eat without having to expend precious energy. This behavior demonstrates a deep understanding that the elders' contribution is not just in physical strength, but in the wisdom they provide. They have earned their place of honor through a lifetime of service to the family. The elders also play a vital role in raising the young. With their hunting days largely behind them, they often become the most patient and dedicated babysitters for the pups. They have the time and the temperament to watch over the litter, protecting them from danger and teaching them the subtle rules of pack life. An elder wolf's presence can have a calming effect on the boisterous energy of the pups. They discipline with a gentle nudge or a low growl, teaching the youngsters respect and self-control. They are the grandparents of the pack, passing down social traditions from one generation to the next, ensuring the culture of the family endures. The pack structure benefits immensely from this multi-generational knowledge. The combination of the younger wolf's strength and stamina with the elders' experience and wisdom creates a perfectly balanced and resilient family unit. The elders are not seen as a burden, but as a cherished resource. Their presence provides stability and continuity. They are a living link to the pack's past, and their guidance helps secure its future. In a world that often values youth and strength above all else, the wolf pack offers a powerful lesson in the importance of honoring and caring for those who have come before. The loss of a pack member is a deeply significant event, and wolves do not simply move on as if nothing has happened. They mourn. When a wolf dies, the pack's behavior changes dramatically. They become subdued and quiet. The usual playful yips and social interactions may cease for days. They will often gather around the body of their fallen family member, sniffing it gently and nudging it, as if trying to wake it up. They may lie near the body for hours, or even days, keeping a silent vigil. This is not just a curious investigation. It is a clear expression of loss, a recognition that a vital part of their family is gone. The grief is often most profound when one of the alpha pair dies. The surviving partner can show signs of what we would call depression. They may lose their appetite, refuse to lead hunts, and become socially withdrawn. Their howls change, becoming more mournful and lonely. The entire pack feels the loss of their leader, and the social structure can be thrown into disarray. The remaining alpha may struggle to hold the family together, and the pack's very survival can be threatened. It is a testament to the depth of their bonds that the loss of a single individual can have such a devastating impact on the entire group. I witnessed this firsthand with the Sawtooth pack. When the alpha female, Kamatz's sister, was illegally shot, the pack's response was heart-wrenching. They returned to the spot where she had died day after day. They howled, not their usual chorus of unity, but a disjointed, sorrowful sound. Kamatz, the alpha male, seemed lost. He led the pack in aimless circles, unable to focus on hunting. The entire family was in mourning, and their grief was palpable. It was a clear and powerful demonstration that these animals experience deep emotional pain when they lose a loved one, just as we do. Their family had been broken, and they were grieving for the missing piece. This period of mourning serves a purpose. It allows the pack to process the loss, and eventually reorganize itself. A new hierarchy may need to be established, and roles may need to be shifted. But before that can happen, there is a time for grief. They honor their dead not with a formal ceremony, but with their shared sorrow and their quiet remembrance. This capacity for grief is one of the most compelling pieces of evidence for their complex emotional lives. It shows us that their loyalty and love are not just for the living. The bonds they form are so strong that they endure even after death, echoing in the mournful howls that call for a family member who will never return. Sometimes the story of a single wolf can teach us more than years of observation of a pack. Such is the case of a wild black wolf who lived on the outskirts of Juneau, Alaska. The locals nicknamed him Romeo. For 6 years, Romeo did something remarkable. Instead of staying hidden in the forest, he chose to interact with the people and, most surprisingly, their dogs. He would appear at the edge of a frozen lake in the winter, waiting for local residents to bring their pets out to play. He was not aggressive or threatening. He seemed to crave companionship. He would bow and wag his tail, inviting the dogs to chase and wrestle with him. Romeo's behavior defied all expectations of a wild wolf. He was a lone wolf without a pack of his own. Yet he sought out a social life in the most unlikely of places. He played fetch, nudging a piece of styrofoam toward people to throw for him. He developed special friendships with certain dogs, greeting them with obvious affection each winter. He became a beloved and accepted part of the community. The people of Juneau protected him, creating unwritten rules to keep him safe. They understood that they were witnessing something incredibly rare, a wild predator choosing friendship over fear, connection over isolation. Romeo's story highlights the powerful social drive that exists within wolves. Even without a family of his own kind, his instinct for companionship was so strong that he crossed the boundary between species to find it. He was not driven by hunger or a desire for territory. He was driven by a need to belong, to play, to interact. He showed the world that the heart of a wolf is not just that of a hunter. It is the heart of a social being, capable of forming gentle and lasting bonds. His interactions were not a fluke. They were a consistent pattern of behavior over many years, showing his true nature. Sadly, Romeo's story ended in tragedy when he was killed by out-of-state poachers. The community of Juneau was heartbroken. They had lost not just a local curiosity, but a friend. They held a memorial for him and eventually commissioned a bronze plaque in his honor, a permanent tribute to the wolf who had befriended their town. Romeo's life serves as a powerful reminder that wolves are individuals with their own personalities and emotional needs. He taught an entire community that the line between us and them is sometimes much blurrier than we think, and that the capacity for love and friendship can be found in the wildest of hearts. For centuries, the wolf has been cast as the villain in our stories. It is the shadowy figure in fairy tales, the relentless predator, a symbol of danger and destruction. This reputation has been built on fear and misunderstanding, and it has had devastating consequences for wolves across the world. They have been hunted, trapped, and poisoned, driven to the brink of extinction in many parts of their native range. This persecution is rooted in the belief that the wolf is nothing more than a killer, an enemy to be eliminated. We have focused so intently on their teeth that we have failed to see the complex being behind them. But when you spend time truly observing wolves, as I have, you see a completely different animal. You see an intelligent creature with a rich social life. You see parents who are patient and nurturing, and siblings who are playful and protective. You see a community that works together, cares for its weak and its old, and mourns its dead. The wolf as a hunter is only one small part of its identity. It is a necessary role for survival, but it does not define the entirety of its existence. To see the wolf only as a predator is like seeing a human being only as someone who eats. It misses the whole point. The true nature of the wolf is found in its relationships. It is in the gentle nuzzle between a mother and her pup, the respectful greeting given to an elder, and the joyful chorus of howls that reunites the pack. These are the moments that reveal their capacity for what we can only call love, loyalty, and empathy. They are not mindless killing machines. They are thinking, feeling beings with deep emotional bonds that are essential to their survival and well-being. Their family is the center of their universe, and everything they do is in service to that family. This is the truth that gets lost in the myths and legends. Understanding this deeper reality is critical for the future of wolves. When we see them as complex social animals, as families rather than marauding gangs, our perspective shifts. We move from fear to respect, from conflict to coexistence. We begin to appreciate them, not for the danger they might represent, but for the lessons they can teach us about loyalty, community, and the enduring power of family. The wolf is not a monster hiding in the shadows. It is a vital part of a healthy ecosystem and a creature of profound social intelligence. It is time to step out of the dark woods of our old stories and see the wolf in the clear light of day. The Secret Life of the Wolf Pack is, in the end, a story about the power of belonging. In a world that can be harsh and unforgiving, the pack provides a place of safety, support, and identity. Every wolf knows its place and its purpose within the family structure. This sense of belonging gives them the confidence and security to face the challenges of life. They are stronger, smarter, and more resilient together than any one of them could ever be alone. The pack is their world, and their loyalty to it is absolute. It is a model of community that is both elegant in its simplicity and profound in its effectiveness. What can we learn from them? In our own human world, we often feel disconnected and isolated even when surrounded by people. We have built societies that value independence and competition, sometimes at the expense of community and cooperation. The wolf pack reminds us of a fundamental truth. We are social creatures who thrive on connection. We need our own packs, our families, our friends, our communities to feel safe and supported. The wolves show us that true strength comes not from standing alone, but from standing together, from caring for the young, respecting the old, and remaining loyal to those we love. The wolf's howl is more than a call to its pack. It is a call to us. It asks us to look beyond our fears and preconceptions, to see the intelligence and emotion that lies within these incredible animals. It asks us to recognize that their families are as important to them as our families are to us. By understanding their world, we not only do a service to wolf conservation, but we also gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We see reflected in their lives the very same needs for love, loyalty, and belonging that define our own humanity. Their story is, in many ways, our story. Ultimately, the greatest lesson the wolves have taught me is one of empathy. By living among them and seeing the world through their eyes, I have learned that the bonds of family are a universal language. The love of a mother for her pup, the loyalty of a pack to its leader, and the grief for a lost companion are not exclusively human experiences. They are the threads that connect all social beings. The wolf is not the opposite of us. It is a mirror. And by protecting these magnificent animals and the wild places they call home, we are also protecting a vital part of our own world and our own spirit.